Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 3rd of March 1988, and the title is How to Celebrate Holi and Bring About Permanent Transformation. Today, the Father, the bestower of fortune for all, has come to celebrate the holy of the jewels of knowledge with his holy swans. To celebrate means to celebrate a meeting. Bhaktada is always pleased to see each of the extremely loving, easy yogi, holy children, those who constantly cooperate in Baba's task, those who are transforming the world through their pure attitude and pure vision. The great souls of today are also praised as pure ones. But you elevated souls become holy in the highest way. That is, any impurity, even in thoughts or dreams, will not bring your pure attitude and drishti down from its pure stage. Because every thought is pure, that is, because the consciousness is pure, your attitude and vision automatically become pure. Not only do you become pure, but you also purify matter. This is why, when matter is pure, you receive pure bodies for innumerable births in the future. Therefore, you become such holy swans, that is, elevated souls who constantly have pure thoughts. The highest on high Father makes you into those with such an elevated life in every aspect. The purity is the highest purity. It is not ordinary. Ordinary pure souls will accept you as the great pure souls and will bow in front of you and say, your purity is extremely elevated. Householders of today, because of considering themselves to be impure, bow their heads to the pure souls, thinking them to be great. However, they will accept that there is a great difference between the purity of you elevated pure souls and their purity. This festival of Holi is the memorial of the method of purification of you pure souls. Because all of you number-wise pure souls burn impurity for all time in the fire of love and remembrance of Baba. This is why you first celebrate the holy of burning, then you celebrate the holy of being colored, that is, the holy of celebrating a meeting. To burn something means to finish all name and trace of it. If people want to finish all name and trace of something, what do? They burn it. This is why, after killing Ravan, they burn him. This memorial of you souls is the burning of impurity. That is, you become pure, holy. Baba always says that for Brahmins to celebrate Holi means to become holy. So, check, have you simply killed impurity or have you burnt it? It is possible for someone who has died to come alive. The life remains hidden somewhere or other. However, to burn something means to finish all name and trace of it. How far have you come? You have to check this for yourselves. Do you not? The hidden life of impurity should not come alive even in dreams. Such a soul is known as an elevated pure soul. Even dreams are transformed through thought. Today, Bab Dada was seeing in the subtle regions the promises made by the children from time to time in thoughts and in writing. Whether one is a Maharati in one stage or a Maharati in service, both have made very good promises from time to time. There are two types of Maharati. One is to be a Maharati on the basis of effort made to attain blessings or the inheritance. The other is to become a Maharati on the basis of one or another specialty in service. Although both are called Maharati, the first variety you heard about, on the basis of the stage, they always swing in the swing of supersensuous joy in the mind, in the swing of contentment, and the swing of being an embodiment of love received from everyone's heart. The second variety are Maharatis on the basis of their specialty in service. Through their bodies, that is, superficially, they appear to be an embodiment of the fruit of contentment. Due to their specialty in service, their minds are content through the support of service. Due to the specialty of service, there will be love from everyone, but not constantly, either in their minds or in their hearts. Sometimes it will be superficial and sometimes in the heart. However, specialty in service makes them Maharatis. They are counted in the line of Maharatis. Therefore, today Bab Dada was seeing the promises of both the Maharatis and the effort makers. Only recently you made many promises. What did Baba see? There is benefit in making a promise because the fruit of determination is attention. A promise which is remembered again and again brings power. Although due to this, there is a little transformation. The seed still remains buried. This is why, when a certain time or situation arises, because the seed that is buried receives the water of situations and reasons, its leaves begin to emerge once again. It does not finish for all time. So Bab Dada was seeing who celebrated the Holi of burning. When a seed is burnt, a burnt seed never bears fruit. Everyone made promises. We will let the past be the past for whatever has happened up to now, whether to the self or to others. We will finish everything and bring about transformation. Everyone recently made promises. You all make promises in your heart-to-heart conversations with Baba. Do you not? Bab Dada has a record of each one. Promises are made in very beautiful forms, some through songs, some through poetry, and some through pictures. Bab Dada was seeing why transformation does not take place as much as you wish. What is the reason for this? Why does it not finish for all time? What was seen was that you have a thought for yourself that you will not allow that weakness to emerge again. And for others, you think that you will transform whatever clashes you have with them in thoughts, words, or deeds due to sanskars or due to the settling of karmic accounts with them. However, why does it repeat from time to time. The reason for this is that you think that by knowing the sanskars of a certain soul, you will keep yourself safe in the future and have good wishes and pure feelings. The habit of seeing, hearing, and imbibing the weaknesses of others has become natural and has been there for a long period of time. If you do not see the weaknesses of others, that is very good, but you do not pay constant attention as to what you should see in its place, or what you should imbibe from that soul. You remember that you must not do a particular thing, but you do not have natural attention as to what you should think, see, or do instead for the other souls. Therefore, although you clear a place, if it is not used in a good way, dirt and mosquitoes are created in that empty place, because the dirt, dust, and mosquitoes that are already in the atmosphere gradually begin to gather, for the space has to be filled. Whenever you come into connection with souls, the elevated thoughts of natural transformation should first enter the consciousness. Because you are already knowledgeful, you already know everyone's virtues, task, sanskars, service, and nature. If instead of the space, the elevated sanskar of transformation is constantly overflowing, impurity will automatically finish. You heard previously as well that when some children sit in remembrance and when they practice remembrance in Brahman life as they move along, although they experience peace in remembrance, they do not experience happiness. The happiness of just peace sometimes makes the head heavy or sometimes sends you to sleep. When you are in a peaceful state, you do not experience happiness. Therefore, when there is no happiness, there is no zeal or enthusiasm. Even while having yoga, the soul is not content with himself. The soul remains tired. It is always in the mood of thinking. Why isn't there happiness? There is a reason for this as well. Because you only think, I am a soul, a dot, an embodiment of light, and that Baba is also the same. But what sort of a soul am I? What are the specialties of myself, the soul? I am a multi-million times fortunate soul. I am a soul of the original creation. I am a soul that claims Baba's heart throne. You don't think of these specialties that bring happiness. Simply to think, I am a dot, I am a light, an embodiment of peace, takes the soul into the stage of nil, emptiness. This is why the head becomes heavy. In this way, when you have the determined thought of transformation of the self and others, you must constantly keep the form of the pure, elevated thought and specialty in an immersed form, and transformation will then take place. You think, this one is like this anyway. He does this anyway. This is bound to happen like this. Instead of that, think, this one is special, according to his specialty. Just as you think this and that about the weaknesses, in the same way, think this and that about the elevated stage and specialty. Bring about this now. Transform your consciousness, form, attitude, and drishti. See yourself in this form and also see others in this form. This is known as having filled the space and not left an empty. Celebrate the holy of burning with this method. Don't ever think about yourself or about others. You see, I knew this one was not going to change. But at that time, ask yourself, have I changed? Self-transformation will also bring about the transformation of others in front of you. Let each of you first think, let me be the example of having changed first. This is known as the burning of Holi. There is no celebration without burning. It is the burning that takes place first, because once you have burned it, you have become clean, elevated, and pure. And such souls automatically and constantly remain colored with the company of the Father. Such souls constantly celebrate the auspicious meeting with Baba and all souls. Auspicious means that they celebrate a beneficial, elevated, and pure meeting. Do you understand? Did you celebrate such a holy? When there is zeal and enthusiasm, every moment is a festival. So, celebrate with great happiness. Play, eat, and enjoy yourselves. But always be holy and continue to celebrate a meeting. Acha, to those who are constantly congratulated by Baba through blessings at every second, to those who are congratulated by every Brahmin through good wishes, to those who are extremely elevated, pure souls, to the souls who are constantly colored by the company, to the souls who constantly celebrate a meeting with Baba, Bap-Dada's love, remembrance, and Namaste. Blessings spoken by Bap-Dada in personal meetings. Do you constantly experience yourselves to be souls who remain under the canopy of protection of the Father's remembrance? The canopy is the means of safety. What would happen if you were to step outside this canopy, even in your thoughts? Ravan would carry you away and sit you in the cottage of sorrow. So, you don't want to go there. Always stay in the experience that you are a loving soul who always remains under the canopy of the Father's protection. With this experience, constantly become powerful and continue to move forward. Do you always experience yourself to be a soul merged in Bapdada's eyes? What would be the form of a soul who is merged in the eyes? What is in the eyes? A point, pupil. The power to see is in the pupil. So, to be merged in the eyes means to experience yourself to be constantly stable in the point form. Do you have this experience? This is called being the light of the eyes. So, constantly continue to make yourself move forward with this awareness. Always maintain the intoxication. I am a soul who is the light of the eyes. Blessing, may you be completely surrendered and a trustee who finishes even any trace of the progeny of the vices. In one way or another, Maya catches hold of those who put aside for a time of need their property of old sanskars. They would be caught out with even a small piece of their old register because Maya is very sharp. Her catching power is no less. Therefore, finish even the trace of the progeny of the vices. Let there no signs of any of the old treasures in any corner. This is known as being completely surrendered, a trustee, and loving and cooperative to the yajna. Slogan: to have special love for someone due to his or her specialty is also attachment. Om Shanti.